Hey YouTube, I just wanted to bring you a quick video here of Smith & Wesson pre-Model 10, a snub nose 6-shot K-frame snubby revolver. It's unloaded here of course, but this thing is really neat. This is a pre-Model 10. If you're familiar with the Smith & Wesson line and what the Model 10 means and what it is and how popular it is, this thing is really cool because this is pretty much before there was a model number. This thing came out 1948. This was the production on this one, not necessarily came out then, but you can tell that by the C prefix on the serial number here. Go ahead and show you. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but there's a C prefix on this one. It's a 5 screw. So what that means is on the side plate here, there's one on the top, one under the grip as always, and the 2 here, and one on the trigger guard. So a 5 screw kind of sets it back a little bit, and of course the hammer contour changed, and the front sight is more of a blade, circular blade without any checkering on there. And then there's a small pin, cross pin on the barrel to keep it on there a little bit better. When I first saw these things, I saw it at a fella that I bought a bunch of collectibles from. He's still in business, and I had to have it. You know, K-frame, 6-shot. Because for the most part, when you think of a Smith & Wesson snubby, you pretty much think about one of these. Model 36. We'll do a video on this another time, but it's a J-frame 5-shot. And you can see the size of it in comparison to this big clunker right here. There's a pretty big size difference. If you're familiar with the frame sizes, you know that the J frame being the smallest and the K frame being a real popular mid-size. So what this right here, the pre-10 is basically one of these. This is a Model 10. This is what this came to be here. This is a Model 10 unloaded. This is, however, not a 5 screw. So it's got the standard 1 under the grip and the 2 here, the standard 3 that you always see. It does have a cross pin on the barrel and a ramp sight. This is pretty neat as well if you're into collecting these. And this is called a dash 5, Model 10-5. And what those dashes mean is the variations and changes that they've gone through over the time. And this is just the standard wood grips. This was actually when I bought this, the fella said it belonged to a police officer that carried this. So it's got some character, it's got some wear on the grips, and it's just neat. It's a safe queen. It just stays in the safe. And this one here, it's got the diamonds on the grip here. That's pretty neat. That this one is pretty much all in its original configuration. And you can see that's pretty much what you see a lot of, no diamonds. These are the original grips, and you can see how thick they were, you know, as far as a square butt K-frame grip. You can see that even these ones are not as thick as those, but you can tell. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the book, the standard catalog of Smith & Wesson, and we'll take a look at the section that talks about this gun. Real quick before we head into the book real quick, I'm going to talk a little bit more about that grip. You can see how thick it is, and this is pretty much the reproduction that Smith & Wesson offers. And to be honest with you, they're just not quite as cool as the old originals. This feels more like they just stamped this out, and this is just kind of rolled in. You can see there's a lot more, almost like there's like more machining and deep groove, and the checkering is really there, you know, versus kind of what they've done now. But yeah, they're okay. I mean, if you're gonna try to do a little restoration or something. But let's go ahead and take a look at the book for real. So here's the section that they're talking about the 38 military and police post-war pre-Model 10 here, and there's the picture of it right up here at the top of this gun that we're talking about here, the 5 screw. And they're talking about the prefixes on the serial number here. You can see they're talking about the S prefix, in 1945, and then the C prefix in 1948, and some of the changes it's gone through. And they're talking about the change in 1952 from that bladed round sight to a ramp sight. Again, that's just a recap there. That's that round sight, and that's that bladed sight. Then, so that's some of the changes they went through. And then the hammer change, you can see pretty much that's what you're used to seeing on a Smith & Wesson revolver, at least for this one, and compared to that pre-10 there. So just a you know, just a quick tabletop review. Just wanted to bring it and talk about it. It is one of my favorite guns as far as a revolver, and if you definitely are interested in Smith & Wesson revolvers, this is a good book to have. The standard catalog of Smith & Wesson at least gets you a little more information on what it is and what you're looking at. You know, you hear a lot of these things tossed around if you don't know, like, you know, a pre-10, or, you know, oh, I got a 29-2 or -3, but you know, I got a model 19 that's pinned and recessed or something. You know, this kind of helps you identify what all that means, so you're not feeling like a little bit left out in a circle, or, you know, a little not. Gives you helps you get a little bit more information on things. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll get some more videos uploaded here.